Ty'Jwario Millsap here. Gonna be interviewing Mr. Avery Jones. So Avery, you're such a huge figure in the cartoon world. Everyone wants to know, how'd you get your start?
Oh, good question. First of all, I would like to clarify when she said animation manager. I don't manage the animators. I don't manage the producers. I am a manager to the cartoon characters themselves. Some of my clients you might have heard of: Daffy Duck, Goofy, Stewie Griffin. That's a big one. And all but one of the Smurfs.
Which Smurf is that? Can I ask?
Which Smurf do I
Do
not?
you not represent?
Papa Smurf. He kind of got in some hot water. We don't need to talk about that now.
Yes.
Dang, when did I get my start? It would have been about 1934.
How old are you?
115. I was working at Pulitzer Studios. I was like a low-level agent. You know, I'd been there like 3 or 4 years, and I wasn't really, I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't see any upward mobility. And one day, a bumbling, stuttering pig came in, and I went to the heads. I was like, this guy's special. He's going to be a star, and they weren't having it. They said, what do we need? What do we need a little dumbass pig?
This was the language they used,
This was they said dumbass. They said dumbass. They called me the N-word. It wasn't very well, they said they had Superman, they had Betty Boop, so they didn't need him.
So you're advocating for Porky.
I'm advocating for Porky. Yeah.
And they shoot you down.
Yeah.
What do you do next?
I quit. I jumped ship. I jumped ship. Porky at the time, his name was Lil Hammy the Bastard. So we jumped ship. I convinced him to change his name to Porky. Within the year, we were signed by Warner Brothers, and the rest is history.
Wow. Okay, that actually leads me into my next question.
Yeah.
You sort of have a love-hate relationship with Warner Brothers. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Yeah. They hate that they can't cut ties with me, but they love that my clients make them a lot of money. See, Warner Brothers, it became an issue with the Roger Rabbit situation.
What was the Roger Rabbit situation?
Okay, this is the Roger Rabbit situation for the movie, not the real one. Warner Brothers and Disney, they were in a bit of a stalemate about who was going to get more screen time. Disney wanted their characters to get more screen time. Warner Brothers wanted their characters to get more screen time. I went directly to Robert Zemeckis. I said, we got to do equal. That is unheard of at the time.
At the time. This is equal screen time between Roger Rabbit and...
No, equal screen time between Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny.
Okay, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, right. I was actually repping Bugs Bunny until the late 90s. He heard that Bill Murray was repping himself, so he decided to copy.
The 90s, it was a huge time for Bugs Bunny. There was Space Jam. He had come out with his comedy album, Bigger and Crunchier.
Yes. So he felt he didn't meet me. And at that time, he was more of like a mascot for the company, so he didn't really need work like that. So.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a Ty'Jwario Millsap interview if I didn't ask the hard questions.
I had a feeling this was going to come.
So, Speedy Gonzalez.
Think about, I take full responsibility for Speedy Gonzalez. First of all, I'd like to apologize because Speedy is Puerto Rican. Not actually Mexican, so on top of layers that so when they took his episodes off of Max, it was bad thing because that was his residuals. I'm taking care of Speedy right now with the money out of my own pocket because he's poor, he can't find work because of, we don't need that. It's not funny. Okay.
But first, I wanna go to our audience. Does anybody here in the audience have any questions? Yes, you in the back.
Hi, yes, I'm Gumble Doodles from Looney Times. Firstly, I don't like you. Secondly, is it true that you're an active Johnny Bravo apologist?
Johnny is a very close friend of mine. He has joined Sex and Love Anonymous. Oh, I don't think I should say. I can't. That's it. It's not anonymous anymore. You know, he's just looking for love. It was a different time. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got a question.
You there? Yes.
I'm just here. Was it your idea to put Goofy with money signs for eyes smoking a blunt on a triple XL t-shirts?
Yeah, that was not my idea, actually. Goofy came to me, he came to me, he said, these t-shirts are gonna be huge. He saw the SpongeBob ones, and he knew that he was gonna make, I was like, you're family friendly, that's not gonna be a good look, so you shouldn't do that. But, he did it, and he's filthy rich.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Excuse me, huge fan.
Yes.
I speak for everyone here. I think we're all dying to know what's the real Who Framed Roger Rabbit situation.
The real Who Framed Roger situation. So you guys know who Natalie Wood is?
Wait, I'm hearing that's all the questions we have for now. Thank you guys very much.